Welcome, dear friends, to our time of devotional reflection for Tuesday, April the 25th, 2023. I'm Brian J. Munro, pastor of Kitimat First Baptist Church in beautiful Kitimat, British Columbia. This year we are following John MacArthur's devotional book entitled Drawing Near, Daily Readings for a Deeper Faith. And today's entry is entitled Messengers of Peace. Reading from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 9, we read, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Our main thought for today is, you are a messenger of peace. Pastor MacArthur writes, when Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God," he was referring to a special group of people whom God called to restore the peace that was forfeited because of sin. They may not be politicians or statesmen or diplomats or kings or presidents or Nobel Prize winners, but they hold the key to true and lasting peace. As a Christian, you are among that select group of peacemakers. As such, you have two primary responsibilities. The first is to help others make peace with God. There is no greater privilege. The best way to do that is to preach the gospel of peace with clarity so people understand their alienation from God and seek reconciliation. Romans chapter 10, verse 15 says, "How beautiful are the feet of those who bring glad tidings of good things." The early church preached peace through Christ, and that is your privilege as well. Your second responsibility is to help reconcile believers to one another. That's a very important issue to God. He won't accept worship from those who are at odds with each other. They must first deal with the conflict. We read in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 23 and 24, the following. "Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled to them, then come and offer your gift." Now that is especially true within a family. Peter warned husbands to treat their wives properly so their prayers wouldn't be hindered. He wrote this in his first letter to the church, chapter 3, verse 7. "Husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner, and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers." Peacemakers don't avoid spiritual conflicts. Rather, they speak the truth in love and allow the Spirit to minister through them to bring reconciliation. If you see someone who is alienated from God, you are to present that person with the gospel of peace. If you see two Christians fighting, you are to do everything you can to help them resolve their differences in a righteous manner. Of course, to be an effective peacemaker, you must maintain your own peace with God. Sin in your life will disrupt peace and will prevent you from dispensing God's peace to others. Therefore, continually guard your heart and confess your sin so God can use you as His peacemaker. Excellent advice. Dear friends, thank you so much for taking a few moments out of your day to listen to me read a devotional reflection as written by John MacArthur. These are excellent, excellent biblical truths that we need to think on and make part of the way that we live. I've taken Pastor MacArthur's suggestions for prayer and for further study, and I've included them in the description portion of this video, and I strongly encourage you to take the time to pray those prayers, do the extra study, and answer the questions that are asked. This will help you deepen your faith and your understanding as you go upon your discipleship walk with Jesus Christ. Remember, we're pilgrims, always on the journey. And until we can be together again to consider another biblical truth in a devotional reflection from Pastor MacArthur, I bid you in the name of Jesus Christ, Shalom.